Beautiful hedge fund managers, welcome to a new video. Today we'll talk about what you are going through. Each time you are on the call with the LBS, you are just over speaking. You're telling your own self, if I will not speak, I will not grab their own attention. If I will not speak more, I will not get you their own interest. And I will just communicate, over communicate each time you are on the calls with the LBS. With the time you are just feeling that you are just over speaking and you are just actually losing investors and you are losing the interest and losing LBS on each call and you are not getting what you want to get, and they will start to disrespect you in some way and somehow, but you haven't done anything that will actually being a mistake. So why it's going on like how it's going on today? Today I will show you. I once watched it 230 million hedge fund manager lose a 30 million ticket because he wouldn't stop talking. He wouldn't stop talking. And why it happened like that, I will show you. Not because of performance, not because of risk, and not because of competition, because that's what it comes to your own mind, that it was not the case right here. I will show you what it was, but because the intro collapsed under its own weight. Why? I will show you. 15 minutes monologue, no room for the LB to engage. Okay, so he's just talking, and when you are talking, I just want to show you that when you are talking and you are not asking questions to the second side, so now you are just talking and you haven't grabbed the attention for the second one. Okay, and how you would do the presentation to the second one if they are not engaging with you, if not paying you attention? So you are just presenting the presentation to your own self. And why you would do that? It sounds like unclear. I would like make no sense to just spend your own time and doing the presentation to your own self. Otherwise you can do that and by your own self later on when you are alone, correct? So why you would do that? So each time that you want to present a slide, make sure that in the end of the slide, in the beginning of the slide, or in the middle of the slide, you need to ask questions to make sure that you will have engagement back. And now you're making sure that, all right, they are also in the conversation, they are also in the environment, in the energy room, okay, in the process. That's what you need actually to hold on all the time. That's what your job is on. Okay, your job is to make sure that they will be engaged during the presentation. That's it. It's not about, all right, how I will present the presentation. If you can't actually present the presentation, then you need to work on your own public speaking skill. That's what we also do with our programs. We're also helping our partners one-on-one on how they can speak, and we're also taking the calls instead for them, and we're making sure to close, present, and make sure that we will have the best outcome from our calls with the LBS. Now let's get into it. So no room for the LB to engage, 3 frameworks, 9 charts, and a volatility backtest. That's what you are doing, correct? Backtesting here, trading chart right here, and you're showing them 3 frameworks, and that's how it happens right here, and that's X and that's Y. That absolutely makes no sense. Complexity, I told you before, complexity will never scale up, will never get you any deals. Complexity will never get you any deals. Okay, have that in the mind. Complexity will never get you any deals. Okay, is that clear? I hope it was clear. The LB said what they said. It was smart, but I couldn't tell what they actually do. So why you would have that? Or why you will actually have this answer? How would you benefit from that? Correct? How would you benefit your own self from it? That's why it happens all the time. So after each call, they're telling, all right, it was smart, but I couldn't actually understand what they're actually doing. And if you can just communicate, give them your own ideas, your own thoughts, your own culture, and why you are unique, your edge, how would you actually get the deal rolling in? Okay, it will never happen, correct? Here is what happens. I will show you. He confused complexity with conviction. He thought details, definitions. Okay, that's what he thought. He have done the intro deck, or he have done the presentation like he was trying to prove he belonged. And that's what you need actually to avoid. Like, all right, I'm actually belongs to that. That's why I will do that. Oh, that's why I will do the intro deck. Oh, that's why I will do the presentation right here. Okay, you don't need to actually have these feelings all the time. Like, all right, I'm showing them like, all right, I am here. This is my place. Or this is my own thing. You don't need to do that. If that's the energy that you are coming to the call with, you will never close LBS, or you will never get investor commitments that you are looking to get. What you need to show them of, all right, that is who I am, and that is my own thing, but I don't care if you're actually paying attention if that is my own thing or not. I don't care about all of that, okay? And how you would not care about all of that? By actually being so simple and so clear and come directly to the main points and not go into the complexity that you have already brought your own self to, okay? So don't focus on complexity and don't focus on details that make no sense. Details are absolutely helpful if you understand which details that you will present and in which part and in which way and which slide, but not all the details, okay? He was being thorough. But the LB left with no narrative, no clarity, no next step, okay? Here is what elite hedge fund managers do instead. Lead with the belief, not the mechanics, okay? Encore edge in one sentence. I have already presented that to you before. You can also take a look on the videos in the description below and you will understand more about that, okay? As I am telling you on each video, lead with beliefs, okay? Not the mechanics, okay? Beliefs, convictions, that's what it actually make all sense. It grabs all attention. That's what you can actually do when you are on the calls with me. And if you're showing me like charts, things, complexity, and all of that, I will directly have this signal. All right, you are a new pie, understand anything about the industry, and you are just here for like few years, and you will absolutely disappear after that. You need actually to show me that, okay, you have the conviction, you have the belief, and you understand what you're talking about, okay? Let the allocator do 40% of the talking. You need actually to work on that. You need to work on that all the time. Let the allocator do 40% of the talking. How you would do that? You present the slide and you let them to talk about it. Okay, what do you think about this slide? What do you think about X and Y? And why do you think about what do you think of today? Okay, and now when they will give you the answer, give them more questions on their own answers, so they will actually start to open up to you. Now you will not only build the trust and build the relationship, but you will also have the calls rolling in step by step from their own side, not from your own side, okay? And that's how you can make sure, and that's how you can be someone not sounding like you are actually showing them that you coming from the industry, you understand? Now you're showing them that, all right, I'm not into the industry, I'm not coming into the industry, but the industry has already been inside my own business. I am into the industry since I have been a little kid. The industry has already been inside me for a long time. You understand? So that will absolutely make all the sense. So build the trust by leaving room to breathe, okay? So how you would do that is by actually asking questions, as I have already told you, have the engagement rolling in, okay? Because when you try to prove everything, you often prove nothing, okay? Have that in the mind. If you want to scale to 1 billion of management, then you need to understand. You don't need to sound smarter. You need to sound clear, okay? Because no LB wears of conviction, okay? No matter how well it backtests, okay? Have that in the mind. No matter how well it backtests, if you can't actually build a conviction, have the engagement rolling in, and understand how you can speak less and have the most of the call. At the same time, how you will not sound like you are needy or someone who just saying things to make it sound or to make it look like you actually coming from the industry. This will never actually get you any investment commitments from the real LBS, real investors with like ticket size like minimum 500K and beyond. Okay, they will never do that. They will directly see that in you, okay? So I will also go through that again. So again, lead with belief, not the mechanics. Intro edge in one sentence. So make sure that it will absolutely be in one sentence. So clear, directly, simple, directly to understand it, to scan it, okay? To skim it. Let the allocator do 40% of the talking. Build trust by leaving room to breathe, okay? Engagement, okay? Do you understand? I hope you do. Complexity, leave it, okay? Details in slides that will not make sense to actually have it, don't say it, okay? And don't do the presentation like you are trying to prove like you are belonged, you are belonged to the industry, okay? That was everything for this video. If you would like to take a look on that video, you will find in the description below. It was Zia Tilo.